Dum, dum, dum. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the clips on the Discord that have received at least three seven indigo emoji like indication. See, when you put an indigo emoji on a thing like that, it's like it's you. Oh, you gotta show it, Jackhole. Oh. When you come in and you watch one of these and you say, hey, that's worthwhile. I haven't watched that one. I don't know, but this one I did. I said, hey, this is a valuable contribution. Thank you, Clint. Then we know, and so and that's the system we're currently using to determine as our hive mind overlords have told us to collect and review and curate. Now, I don't ask anyone to watch them all, but if you drop one off, maybe watch a couple and see if they were worthwhile. This is a work in progress. This reaper harvest thing we're learning to do together. Here. Thanks to the special thanks to the Shadow Cabal who have made it all possible. And now we're done with that. I will I don't know, surely somebody else is streaming by now, right? Right? Here, let's have a musical break and drop a link and see if anybody wants to come on and talk for a little bit. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have people climb the board to have discussions. If I upgraded the plan, I'd have a green room. I could pre-screen them, but anyway, here's Josh and Gavin. Welcome, guys. Here, maybe I can. Oh, that was kind of quiet. I should have turned it up for the musical break. How's it going, fellas?
Doing well.
Happy Friday. You're still muted for a minute, huh, Josh? All right. Well, I could take another minute. So here.
There's that mute button. I got it.
Oh, there you are. Never mind. He's got it. He's here.
I promise it's a microphone, not.
Oh, look at that thing. It's a serious business.
Yeah, yours is bigger than mine.
Dirty. It's just a microphone.
This, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is Joshua Dixon of the Pale Fire and Gavin Palmer of Hero Looking for Group and other fames.
Are there ladies and gentlemen? I thought it was just us.
Well,
backstage. I don't know how it works.
That's just an easy thing to say at this point. It just comes out. No, this is on stage, backstage. The stream is still streaming. They're still out there, those people.
Yeah.
So
bizarre.
It was kind of all over the place, but I think there was a couple of themes that were in there that had we previewed through them or whatever, it might would have gave itself to a better order to run the clips. I don't
Oh, I got to confess, I only joined in the last 5 minutes, and then but there was an invitation to chat, and I thought, how fun.
Why not? Stephanie considers herself a lady, so there's at least one lady and gentleman out there. Magic's out there giving you guys a heart. I consider her the lady. She's the matron of the Shadow Cabal. So the matriarch of the Shadow Cabal.
I like little things like she says hi to everybody on the live. She's the first person to say hi, and she's thorough in saying hi. And
yeah,
to me, that's like waving when you drive by, waving at a stranger. I like that. It's nice.
Well, the people that make the hive mind feel like home help do. They're what makes the virtually not alone thing work. Right? I can't do it by myself. I mean, for some people, just having a voice is enough. But like to know that the other people are there with you, that's what the hive mind chat does, I think. And to make that place for them warm and welcoming is why she got a goose hoodie, you know? So we love her around here. In fact, tomorrow's Saturn Day Social, she is my guest. Cool. So I'll like the big street, like the other thing that's now a weekly recurrence, at least for the third week running, is a Saturday with a special guest.
I want to learn about is it a raven in her den?
The questions will flow. The questions will flow. Now she's going to be paranoid about the questions that'll flow, and I'm going to have to talk her down and into it all over again. But yes, tomorrow, me and Magic.
Well, you get to be the filter, so yeah, you can protect her, shield her, whatever.
I can run clips for us to hide behind. Things get weird.
For sure.
Is that Raven like the poem, or Raven like she has a bird, or what is it?
There's something you see when she's on camera that Gavin's referring to, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Neat.
But yeah, that sounds like an interesting Saturn Day Social.
Were you here for most of the clip thing? How do you like how that's playing out, Gavin? Or the hive mind, if you want to comment on for the show, that if you were here or a part of it, how's the actual sharing what the Reapers bring in coming across on your guys' end? Because it's very different, a participatory experience doing it from here, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's cool that you're giving an opportunity for the audience to participate, right? And some people might not want to actually hop in and and be on camera, so it gives them a way to point at things that they think are important. It's interesting though that there's diversity and variety. It would be hard to like make something that's really salient for everyone, but it's also cool to see that the different minds that are out there in the audience.
Well, there's
this
no
pejorative that says a giraffe is a horse made by committee, but I like giraffes.
But it's like I imagine there's a lot of us who do have a lot of time to watch a lot of things, and there's others that are around who don't. And like this little sampling of what's out there and what others in the community find interesting, I think is valuable for that aspect. We'll see how it goes if it continues to develop and whatnot. Slack says he likes it. He doesn't have much to bring, but dropping emojis on ones that, voting, valuing others' contribution is a way to participate. You don't have to be a clip bringer. You will have to be mostly real on the Discord to get access to play, though. I don't know if that'll change in the future or not. It's if you chat a couple times in the tavern and that I recognize you're actually a person, not a bot, or you're actually there. That's all it really takes to get that tag. So
I remember seeing the Who Are You channel and not being able to see anything in it until I was then able to see like the Deadwood Dandies section. Now I can see the Who Are You channel. So it's a little interesting as you get keys to more rooms.
yeah. The roles are a mess. There's See, part of the whole notion of lobster monkeying is that like there's things like role management on a Discord, permission management, and bot master on a Discord. The descriptions that need to be written for YouTube things, the shorts that should be clipped out of the ones that were, I mean, there's so many different skill sets we have to learn and share and grow in together. I, at some point the Discord will be organized properly and functional, but it's like I say the show is a ship and the Discord is the inside, right? The cabin and the quarters and all this. And this one was kind of a rowboat when y'all found it, but it's coming along nicely, I think.
Was that in Lemon Land? A rowboat in Lemon Land?
I've been rowing for a while, sir. I've been rowing for a while.
It's good for your shoulders.
Like, Stephanie's new and still learning your way around. Thanks for explaining hive mind etiquette. I just try to make everybody feel comfortable. I want to see that there is no audience. You're a person, just like the rest of us. And this is something like you can just sit here and eat it and apply it to your life. All this advice you can use YouTube that way. But if you're spending your attention here, and it's a playground. We can play together. We can build things together. Yes, it's turning into quite the ship show, and we're nearing the. Will the channel die when it hits 1,000? It's finally creeping up there to numbers where I'm actively watching it at this point to see if it's going to make it.
Have you met all the criteria?
I know
except
that
for 1,000.
I know watch hours should be fine. I'm not sure what the other criteria are. Of being adherent to the community guidelines, probably I don't know. It depends on what the other requirements are. But at least I'll get to submit and find out at that point.
Cool.
Do you know how common like this curve as you've approached 1,000 has been somewhat asymptotic? Do you know if that's usual or that you would be within 20 of 1,000 for like a year? Is that not?
I haven't been within 20 of it. I think I've been around 950 for the last 2 months.
Yeah, but you've been over 9 for a year, haven't you?
Maybe not. Okay. Maybe not. It's been a creeping up. When the first Pastor Paul bump put me up to about 500-600, and it's been crawling up since then. But it seems to me that like usually when a channel starts to get close, the fact that it's starting to get close usually increases how fast people subscribe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's all for fun. You guys need another link if you want to pop on and say hello or have a party. I don't know what this is, but we're trying it. So, Gavin, all this, what is this GPT on the Discord bot? I watched your video this morning, and it was you can have a LLM on your hard drive. Can you tie that to the Tavern Wench? And is it good enough to bother with, or should we actually wait for the API from OpenAI?
So if you use the API from OpenAI, it's going to cost. It's going to cost money. They gave me $18 worth of free credit. But this one you can install on your own server, and it doesn't work as well. But and if you talk to it a certain way, it does better. I'm also not sure how you would be able to do multiple conversations, right? It's like, so do you allow everyone to just kind of address the bot at the same time, and then what does that do to the? Yeah, how are you treating this bot when everybody starts talking to it? So it's going to have to kind of.
I would think, just presume that whatever inputs you sent to the bot would include the username on the Discord, and the bot would eventually get to know everyone by their questions over time.
Yeah, so I think that's possible. So that, it gets more and more complex. I just started off with I'm one person in one test server just talking to this bot, and so that's an easy one to implement. As far as tying it to the tavern winch, it would have to be different. It actually has to be a bot because the tavern winch is just a webhook. And so a webhook is like just broadcast only. It's not listening. A bot can listen and can, respond.
Well, I figured you'd put the bot on the back end of the tavern winch, and so everything that came to her would then be regurgitated through the bot. But apparently, Red Pill is going to build a scoreboard for the clips this weekend. That'll be interesting to see. And Chris says, Chris Pethkow, our good friend, says, Gavin, help me something for my website using ChatGPT. Is this true?
Yeah, he wanted just a calculator on his website. And so I just used some HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to put a calculator to help him. He was one line away from a basic calculator and maybe about 20 lines away from something that was prettier. But,
yeah. Welcome, Sleeper Cell Shane. How's your Friday?
Pretty good. I just had a quick question because I'm going to throw together a scoreboard this weekend. I think the coding shouldn't be too bad.
What? Did you just reveal that you've been third wave Red Pill this whole time?
Yeah.
Son of a, who knew? I didn't know. Okay, so anyway, you were saying, sir. Sorry.
So I was just wondering, are there multiple emojis that you can use for voting, or is it just the indigo?
All four of the dice, the survival, social, wisdom, and heart, are all there. I don't know if those are just like going to be qualia indicators and not actual value compilation. But the notion is that if everything was functioning, like everybody would get 5 empty ones, empty indigos per day that like were worthless. But when they put them on, gave them to somebody else, they became active. And and then so you get 5 a day to play out with as you like. And then you can burn your own active ones you receive. But if you add after that, it's active. And yes, it's so. But for right now, it just means that people think your contribution's valuable and you get a +7 to the next savings throws.
All right. And then I was thinking to do the eyeballs as you viewed something, but it wasn't worthy of a vote. That way you still get credit for it.
Credit for viewing it. Not at this phase. I mean, that it'd be cool to have a count for like how many views versus votes and stuff, but let's roll it out slow and not put like I saw it and didn't like it indicators for people just learning to participate. So
yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gavin, do you have any notes that you'd like to see included in there?
Yeah, I'm just are you going to create a bot or are you going to scrape it? Or how do you plan on doing it?
Yeah, I'm going to have a bot that scrapes it, and then I'm just going to throw it up in a web app. I was thinking like Broken Clock Tower scoreboard or something like that.
Do you mean like a Discord bot that Grim will have to like invite to the server, or do you mean like just some software that scrapes it on a web page or something like that?
It'd be a bot that you'd need to invite to the server. That'll scrape the data, and then it's just going to push it into a web app.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it. I think you can receive real-time events for adding and removing emojis, and then you'll have to basically count those. All
right, guys. We're nerding attention right here. We have people's attention.